Buddy. Hello, Facebook. Okay, just a second. Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 30. I'm so exceedingly grateful. Wow. How are we all doing? Let me just bring on the other people in this other group. Wow. Thank you for joining. Good afternoon to you from here. Good evening and good day to everybody that get to watch this on a replay wherever you might be tuning in from. I'm so happy to be here live again on this maiden edition on the last day of this special series that began 30 days ago. And like some of you that must have listened, for the reason why I decided to go on this long stretch, on this long walk, you know, I told you, and I'm just going to quickly welcome some people that I send the invitation to. I want to just quickly bring them on here. And I was just looking through how the year started, and if I'm going to be honest with you, when every one of us started the year, we have the belief that, oh, this COVID, we are going to see the end, and eventually everyone was going to be back to living our life at its way. And all along, we just got to see that it's like this thing is not going to live, and it's just coming to show us a pattern that we just have to develop how we are going to become masters of whatever situation or circumstances that this season has presented to us, because it's like it's not going to live. And one of the things that I was able to do personally for myself was that I began to look at how can I position myself. Okay, I said, okay, in this field of personal development, I think a part of me resonates. There's something about this area of my life. And the only reason why that happened, and I cannot take it away from one of my mentors in the person of DSA, Dr. Sunday Adelaja, was the fact that he made it clear to me that you can actually be sound spiritually. You can have spiritual development. And all my years, I can claim to be, quote and unquote, somebody that is a religious addict. But he said, the fact that you are religious does not really mean you are personally developed, and that there's a difference between spiritual development and personal development. That those two things, they don't, it is like you have got to have both if your life is going to be a masterpiece. So if you remember the first day of this event, I said 30 days of self-love, how to make your life to become a masterpiece. So it is the fusion of both that is going to make your life a masterpiece. And I was looking at, okay, what are those things that I really have not paid attention? Because when you talk about, if you, for some of us that happen to be Christians, when you look at that context of being a religious addict and the other aspect of it, you know what I think? I think I know every rituals, everything I need to do to just keep myself on that lane, on that radar. That you want to see somebody religious, you talk about going to attend events, showing up for events, volunteering to do stuff. Every of those things I was up and doing. But I actually knows that if I go out of that place and I enter the marketplace, I still see one man called Sule, and he's running a profitable business and he's doing excellently well. And every time I want to buy this item, I still go to his end. Anytime I want to do this kind of job, I still call on him. And I was just wondering what is making him this successful, and this gap continued. I couldn't even figure it out. But when I came here, it's become wide and glaring that actually we happen to have the person of Jesus, but we don't have his attributes. We don't have his principles. We are not living. Let me personalize. I was not living in that principles that is going to guarantee excellence. And because of that gap, I will continue to look at those people and point fingers. Oh, these people, they are failures. So they are going to hellfire. Yes, they will go to hellfire. But right now, they are better off in that regard, because they are doing stuff that I have not been able to do. Giving the same head, the same two eyes, the same two hands, giving the same 24 hours, quote and unquote. So that was the beginning of the self-reflection that brought me to doing this, that actually a time is going to come. I'm going to stand before that same God that I'm claiming I own, I know, and I'm representing. and he's going to ask me, how did I use my intellect, the brain that he gave me, the two hands, the skill, the vibrancy, the passion, and everything, the smile, every beauty, everything that is summed up in this body that he gave to me? How am I going to explain to him? Because those people that have labeled that they are non-Christian, they don't know God. Those people actually, it's still the same God. It's still the same God. Is still the one that informed all our existence. That means if both of us should stand before God, they will have some stuff to show. Like, let me imagine I'm on this Zoom, or let's say Zoom. I'm not using Zoom now. On this platform, we are both. Let's imagine I and Sugarbot, we happen to stand before God. And he started to explain how he started out in his university days. He started looking for how he can create connection for people in this area, and he was just looking at that, and every night he kept sleeping on the idea, thinking and overthinking and thinking, and eventually he take a first step to doing this thing, and eventually it worked. Look at when the world turned around. Both Zoom, both Facebook, both use all the app that is being created that was able to make our life come, just to be able to at least. That is where I'm going. So in that period, let's say God now asked me, okay, Adiola, so what did you do during COVID? What were you able to do with all what you have? So now I knew that actually I'm inexcusable. That was the beginning of reflection. It's a moment of you sitting down and taking through your thoughts, your feelings, your emotion, and letting those thoughts, feelings, and emotion move you to actually taking a step on everything you have been given as privilege that you have refused to make use of. And that is why I said, okay, for every knowledge that I have that have been graciously given, that I've attracted based on my years of paying attention to mentoring, to close the gap between my knowledge, because I now knew the reason why my excellence was not in any way attracting anybody, even to God, that is not even attracting anybody to want to look and say, excuse me, I think there's something about you, was because I was not in any way giving out of what I have. I was not a pipe. My life is not giving out. I'm just withholding, collecting, and canning everything. And that is not the best way to live. And that is why for you and I, this moment of reflection, it started that, okay, whether I have just one person coming on live to join, whether I have 2 likes or 4 likes or no likes, I am still going to stand for these 30 full days. 1, to show commitment to the fact that I have something, I am not useless. That actually there's somebody out there that knows, that is designed, that I am wired up to connect and attract because of the message that I carry, because it has a power to give hope and to give life to that person, wherever the person and whenever the person gets to hear this. And so because of that singular reason, and that I'm not going to allow the yardstick, the yardstick that the world uses to measure success, to debar me from going out there to show what I love, to connect what I love. I cannot say I love this person and I'm not giving time to the person. Can you imagine you are married to a person and you don't have time for the person? Each time the person calls, you say, oh, I'm busy. Each time the person needs your help, you say, so how can I marry my love for this thing I'm saying I love? This, oh, I love to help women, oh, I love to just encourage, oh, I love to cheer, oh, I love to nurture, mentor, and tutor, and teach, and train, but I have not in any case even just do one. So that was why I said, okay, every knowledge I know, I'm going to package it into loving myself and showing for that I believe in myself and I appreciate what God has put in me, and I'm going to be doing this. And I must tell you, for me now, this thing has become something that opened up a capacity in me that is helping me to see that actually there is nothing called impossibility. It only exists when you have not decided in your mind to change your mindset or to change the frame with which you look at things. That there is a part of our subconscious mind that is registered to say, I'm not able to do things. I'm not going to do this. I don't want to do this. But the same brain we have is a problem-solving machine that if I'm able to reverse that thought and tell myself I am able to do this thing. How can I do it? Who is doing it? What can I learn? That same me will do it. That I was hearing that the same you, the same me that you are seeing now is the same you that you have believed and you have agreed to. I said, let's say for any reason you are just taking, you just find yourself in China by anyhow, won't you survive? And the only reason why you're going to survive, they ask you to learn the language. Won't you learn it? But you know, if you are here in Nigeria or you are here wherever you are now, and you're telling yourself, no, I'm just okay with my English and my Yoruba and what have you, you see that that's necessity. Because of where you are going to learn those skills. So that is why I have now seen that actually age is just a number, and it's going to deceive every one of us if we don't lift our eyes off it and begin to tell ourselves, everything I need to become the better me, the future me, I am going to embrace it wholeheartedness with everything I've got. I am never going to allow anything to limit me. So I started coming out, and every day, sometimes I wake up as early as 4, 5 to wake up and plan and design everything I want to do so that I can come. And as I was doing that, I was not minding whether it's only 2 people or 3 people. I just saw that a capacity in me is building up. That now I don't even know. I don't even have any stage fright. I don't even know what it is. That when I see somebody saying, "Oh, I'm shy to come to," I now look at the person. But now I now know, oh, I have gotten something that I can teach. I can teach somebody how he can become camera free, shy free. That it is not actually a big deal. That there are methods, there are ways you can do it, and you can get out of that uneasiness and that shyness and that fear. You can begin to embrace confidence, and you can come out to a world, and you just, even if you have to, you can be so real that even if you need to take your notes just for you to keep your point and for you not just you wander away and for your point to be concise, it is still okay. And that I'm not going to write myself up, because it's a journey, and every one of us, you will never compare somebody else Z page 10 to your own page 1. And at the moment you're able to appreciate that this reflection, that life is in stages, and that we are all at different stages, and we will evolve according to our space and our time, you will never compete with anybody. Your life will become at peace. You will come at peace. You will never struggle to just want to look like somebody at all costs. You will understand why you are unique, why those experiences, why those mistakes, why those circumstances that trailed your birth was actually designed by God to bring about a unique you that will have a unique story that people can connect so uniquely. And that is what will be your unique selling product, and you will not have to force yourself on anyone. But those that you have been sent to, they will know you. They will be attracted to you. And while they are coming to your life, that your role in these people's life is as a mentor, is to help them. And you will be willing to do that. And in that service, as divine as it is, as nature has put it, when you give, there is a process that is in that chain that is going to bring about your return. And when you continue doing and dwell, you learn, you do, and you just keep yourself in that space, you will not even see yourself walking. And this is where every one of us still need to get. The day I got this knowledge, that day I told myself I will never again trade my time and power only for Uncle Sam or working for somebody. Because the day you are able to reposition yourself to knowing what actually you are hired for, and you keep giving time to developing it, to nurturing it, somebody is going to see that actually this person is doing something uniquely in this area. You are going to become the top of the mind. Somebody is going to tell somebody that doesn't even know. You will not even be the one patronizing, or even you are doing advertising yourself. Somebody say you need to see this person. You need to meet Adiola. You need to see this lady called Lodeta. Why? All this problem you are claiming you are having. Oh, you are a nursing mother, you are struggling with time management, you don't have the confidence to step out, you have so many ideas, you are currently stuck in a 9 job that you don't enjoy, you want to start a business, you know you have an entrepreneurship spirit or you have that drive, but you don't just know where to start. I can tell you how this my little desire, little drive, little passion has turned me to becoming a life coach. And lo and behold, within the space of the time that I started out just showing up life, I have coached nothing less than 5 women. Just in this part that we can do this thing, that it is not difficult. And I am giving this opportunity to you and I to now reflect. I want you to reflect from day one. And I started with love because the beginning, the gate to this whole experience is going to start with awareness. It's going to start with you having the clarity of knowing who truly you are. When comfort, accommodation, and hospitality for our family, many of us are currently stuck at jobs we don't really like, and we wish we can leave it and have more time for our family, spend more time with our children, be there for them in their important moments. I tell you, friends, that is okay. That is a good starting point. But what is not okay is when you remain there and you don't have any plan for the future of how you can transition, of how you can pivot, of how you can plan that 5 years from now. Okay, what can I do to start positioning my income, my savings, my investment to position me in a way where by the time I will have gotten the needed skill and have the mastery to start doing what I claim I love to be. It's going to start in a place of you starting to sit on your own and meditating, looking inside of you and seeing why are things not currently working. What is the problem? And looking at those people genuinely and authentically, their life is working, and you are looking at them, and it's just like you are just full of jealousy and what have you. Come off that space, come off that lens of jealousy, rancor, painting somebody black just because you want to remain in somebody's good book. No. When you talk about self-reflection, it is coming from a moment of a place where you want to have an experience and you know that it is possible, and you want to go deep inside the place where you can truly connect to the true love and the essence of love, which is you loving on yourself, having compassion of yourself, and believing that actually you deserve the best. And in you believing you deserve, out of you believing that you deserve the best, you are willing to go out and make that experience happen for somebody else. Not just complaining and murmuring, but extending that love you have for yourself and that love you have been given, looking for somebody you can express that love upon. And I tell you, don't say you don't have something. Don't say, I don't have. There are many things, many of us, we have underestimated that we have, that actually is inside of us that we have not used. I want you to look at so many things you are capable of doing that you have never used it. Just imagine in your wardrobe. Do you know? Somebody like me will say, I don't have clothes in my wardrobe. I don't have clothes in my wardrobe. I need to do shopping. And when the real me happen to talk, and when I live still and I look inside myself and I said, throughout these 30 days, I am not going to get any clothes. Every clothes that I have, I'm going to put on what I have. Do you know that for 30 days, it is everything that I have inside my wardrobe that I've been wearing? I didn't have that impression. I want to improve something. I want to go and impress somebody. So I'm going to go and get the best new clothes. I'm going to order for them. So every day I'll come with different regalia. Every day I'm going to do this style. I just decided I'm going to come as I am. And lo and behold, that is the truth and nothing but the truth. But do you know, some of us, there are many things in our wardrobe that is lying, following, that is not doing nothing. And it is that same spirit that we have to get ourselves of. You have to begin to things in your life that is not working, that is actually not serving you, that you have to get rid, that you've got to let go. Who are those friends? It's a time of reflection. This is September. Tomorrow, October is here, and we are going to be rounding up this year as it were. How do you want to celebrate the end of the year? Do you remember what goal you set for yourself at the beginning of this year? And can I tell you how many of this year is your year, and this is your year of this is your year of that we all claim and we all said yes and amen to. And can I tell you that it is not a curse that some of those affirmation and those things we said, if they did not come to pass, it is not as if God is wicked, and it is not as if maybe God is partial. Do you know that some people that they don't even say this year is my this, and they eventually got result? It's only the only missing link between you and them, between us and them, is just the word action. They decided to take a step on what they believe in. So also you, everything you have in your wardrobe that you are not using, go and sell them. If you can't sell, go and give them out. Go and look for a family, go and look for a charity, go and do something about them. Because one of the things that is how you can make room for new things to come in. So this is a time of reflection. Reflect on your life. Reflect on where you want to see yourself a year from now. I want you to do the exercise. That when I will be in this year, September, a year from now, when I will reflect and Facebook will bring a year memory to me, exactly a year from now, what kind of Adiola, what kind of result do I want to be seeing? Do I want to be getting a year from now? I want you to write it down. Promise yourself. Do you know why? The reason why I'm saying you should promise yourself is because when you promise yourself that I am going to write this, I'm going to write a book between now and next September. I am going to publish a course between now and next January. I am going to start a teaching corner. I am going to start educating and training young women between the ages of this, between now and next. I am going to coach nothing less than 100 women on personal development and how they can be able to run a successful business online. Tell yourself, write it down. Make that commitment to yourself. When you do that, do you know what you are doing? First and foremost, you have get your brain involved. You have given an assignment. And you know, because you don't want to fail, because of the self-esteem you have for yourself, you will not want to tell yourself that you promise yourself you are going to do a thing and you don't do it. And that is one of the things that make us to lose our self-esteem, that make us to lose our self-worth, that we say a thing to ourselves and we did not do it. I want you to start from that stage. Make it, no matter how simple. Okay, every day I'm going to be waking up 1 hour before my children wake up. Every day I am going to read a chapter of a book that is associated with that course or that program of that picture of me that I want to see. I am going to be following. I'm going to be watching a video. Make a commitment to yourself. And every day, journal your progress. Document your progress. Make sure that in the 24 hours you have, every of those things you have promised yourself you want to be doing, you do it at least for 30 minutes, at least. Don't let a day go by without you. And that is one of the things that has happened to me. Because I said, okay, I want to impart knowledge. I don't want to pass on pain. And some people, when you go to their page, everything is frustration. Everything you see is rancor. Everything you see is just, some people, you get to their home, it's like you don't want to spend here. Something inside of you does not just resonate. You don't want that environment. Do you know there are places like that? But I decided anytime anybody visits my place, anytime anybody interacts with me, anytime anybody comes around, the aroma they are going to perceive, the kind of stuff and what I want to be associated with, that is what you see me do for the past 30 days. This is the version of me that I want people to connect more, and I'm just a work in progress. And I know I'm a journey, and I know every day is a good day for me to continue to grow to becoming my real self. I'm not there yet. I'm not going to promise you, oh, I am now here. No. I believe in being myself and coming real and true as I am, and every day making progress until I see that picture of me emerge. And I encourage you to, friends, that this is it for you. 1, practicing reflection. Identify those areas of your life that there is gap. Every area of your life that you are not in charge, I want you to know that that gap exists because of your lack of knowledge. The gap exists only because you lack the knowledge, you lack the wisdom, or you lack the action. And some of the reason why you don't know is because we feel that when we get to a certain stage of our life, we don't need to study again, we don't need to read again. We just feel we are there, we just feel we have arrived. Like, and that was me too. When I finished my university and I entered the job market, as it were, I believe I have finished everything. That is, I don't read again, I don't study, I was just living life normally and as usual. But today I know better. I know better that when it comes to growth, it's something it is intentional. That, can you imagine you not brushing your teeth every day? Why do you keep brushing your teeth every day? I want you to say, somebody to just tell me why do you keep brushing your teeth every day? Why not say, okay, today I'll brush, I won't brush again until the next 30 days? Why? Because we know the importance. Because you don't want to visit the dentist, because you don't want to part your money, your end money, you don't want to go and drop it at the dentist store or what have you. You know the importance, and you don't want to have tooth disease. You know you are going to be having problem. And that is just the thing. The reason why many of us have not advanced in our lives, the reason, because we have not in any way see the importance, attach importance to what good it's going to mean to our community, to our world, if we value our life and value the importance and the essence of growth. That average life, it is not what we are meant for. That we are not called to be an average person. Every time I use the Zoom app, I don't know, that thing just come to me. I just don't know how to explain it. That if this guy, that time the idea came to him, he despised it, he didn't work on it. And many of us know that app has been in existence for years before it became the in thing that had to go to the public market and is now one of the biggest stock that is doing big in the world of stock and what have you. So that man, I will always imagine myself as that same man too. I will look at myself, wow. So if the same me, I have an idea and I refuse to work on it, I have robbed my world. Every platform, every time we engage on that platform and we use it, I will look at myself, I have robbed my world of that goodness for not staying to endure the process. Can you see the process? He endured the process until it became the number one app that everybody is using to bring that connection and to do what have you. And so is my life. I'm looking at you and I, how can we make our life a masterpiece and just stop blushing around? We are the children. Every one of us are children of God. That guy, even though he may have not entered any church and may has not even prayed and opened his mouth, but he has a residue of God, the nature of God in him, which is that creativity, which is that act to be able to think and reason and look ahead and have insight and foresight to think of a problem and see how that problem can be solved. How many problems have you and I have been ignoring and been passing around and be shutting our eyes off and be saying, no, this is our government that will fix it. It's the politician's problem. And that is how change happens. That is it, friends. You have to begin to see and position yourself with that framework, with that thinking, critical thinking mind, always thinking of how something can be well improved. And every time you succeed in doing this, friends, you will not see yourself working. You are just doing what you love. It's like a pleasure. Like I said, I'm going to do 30 minutes now. I'm looking at my time. I think even though I started like 5 minutes late, this is 4:32 already. And you know, this is already like 30 minutes. And I can continue going on and still sharing. Whereas before now, maybe if I come on, after 5 minutes, my brain is empty. After 5-10 minutes, I am thinking, what am I going to say next? So it is a process. I want to encourage you. Whatever thing you have looked down before, every of those assets, every of those things you have in stock inside of you that nobody has heard of you have kept on song, that is only in the bedroom that you sing the most beautiful song and nobody hears it outside. It's time to repent. It's time for you to start digging out those things and begin to make effort to grow those skills, to make it and refine it and let somebody be attracted to it. Until then, God is not pleased. So you might say you are maybe claiming you are a child of God or whatever. No, you are not a son. Sons take responsibilities. Sons, they accept responsibility. They are the one that go to work. They are the one that change. They are the one that bring change. And until you accept that responsibility, You're just a child. And who handles wealth? Who handles resources? Who handles estates to children? Nobody. So that is why it's still there. That plateaus, because you have not grown to become a son in regards to taking responsibility for the change that is around us in our world. Friends, I'm going to be stopping here, and I want to encourage you. If you have at any point missed any of the 30 days broadcast, please go to my official YouTube channel, Lodata Think Media, and search through. Every of those topics is all about the self. It is intentional because I want us to know more, to come in tandem, to more closer, to take the mirror and turn it, the video, to invert it, to begin to look inside at the who is this person sitting down, and what are those things that are really, really been put inside of you that you have been keeping silent. The inner you that have remained a baby, that has not grown. It's time to begin to make effort to grow ourselves to becoming the version of whom God has made us to be. Thank you everybody for watching. I'm so deeply grateful. I don't need to tell you that this is an continuous thing that I don't feel I'm going to be stopping, but I'm going to be changing the platform to Zoom. I want to make it a case where only people that really, really resonate with this are the one I'm showing out for. I don't want to fool myself believing that I'm called for to everybody. I'm sent to everybody. That is not the truth. That is not the truth. So I believe that some people that are in their walk in life are stuck, and they need to see how they can unstuck. And those are the people I want to see. And if that is you, or you know somebody that perchance, as a women, many of us, we have limited everything about our life to just being a wife and mom, and that is just the ceiling. I want to challenge you to come out of that mindset, to see and help you position your mindset to see farther than what you can see now, so that together we can make our life count for God than what it is now. So I have a link that I already put on this page. It is just for the first 10 people. Now I'm extending it to the first 15 people to book a one-on-one discovery call with me, because I don't want to believe that we are all on the same stage or we are on the same level. I want to know you better, to know where you are at, to know what you need help with, and to see how we can together move to your next desired end. If that resonates with you, go ahead and book the call. I look forward to hearing from you. And until then, my YouTube channel is Lodata Think Media. I will leave all the link also there on this broadcast after now. You feel free to go and watch all the replay, and also to share it, and also to like and subscribe to all my social media angles. And I will definitely be coming back to rejig and to give you more updates on what I intend to do for that. I already announced that I am starting by virtue of this, because I have noticed two things. For everything you have heard now, if there's nobody to keep you in that mix, in that flow, many a times that's what happens. Many of us relapse back. So you need the content, a rich content. You need something that you need, the real food. You need coaching or mentoring, which is somebody that can help you and hold your hand to let you see how he or she has done it and how she has gotten results, so that you also can replicate. And then you need a community. And I'm introducing to you my Lodata Mompreneur Academy. That is where the future is. That is where I intend to help every aspiring mompreneur that wish to have more, be more, and do more in their lives, but they don't know how to start. If that resonates with you, you want to join, then the first step is for you to go through that call. And I will be seeing how we can connect the dots from there and see if this is actually for you, and if it is what I also am looking for. Then together we are perfect fix, and we'll take it from there. I look forward to seeing you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Sonir Okolaole. Thank you, Bamdele Stanley. Thank you, Obina. Thank you, Mrs. Titilope. Thank you, Mrs. Ajike Olola. I'm very grateful of your time. Thank you, everybody that joined on my YouTube channel. I'm not able to say any name here now. I'm so deeply grateful for your time. I don't want to take your time for granted. I appreciate your coming. I want you to go back tonight on your bed. By the time you relax after the entire work of today, and give yourself a moment of quietness, silence, a peaceful moment, and just reflect. with your back laid on your bed and your head on your pillow, and just close your eyes and just be quiet and draw a picture and visualize. Take a journey of you from now. That 5 years from now, where you want to see yourself. And bring a reverse engineering to that picture, bring it to now. And begin to ask yourself, what are the things that I need to start doing to make that picture a reality? I tell you, if you do that exercise, nobody will wake you up in the morning to start getting excited about that picture, because every day you will know the reason why you don't want to remain subject, why you don't want to remain an employee for the rest of it, why you don't want to live your life on other people's term, why you don't want that your manager, that your guy to be the one that will be dictating when next you will have a raise in your salary. Then you will know you have to pay the price. So that when every other person are watching Netflix in the night, you will know it's time for you to be on your seat and be learning. Your night school starts and you start learning and relearning and unlearning until you become the best of the best. Then you have started the journey. Thank you. Let me stop. I don't feel like stopping, but I've got to stop. Please connect with me on my social media, YouTube, Facebook, here and on my official YouTube channel, and on Instagram. I'm going to be taking my live program there, because for you to know how real it is, I'm not there on Instagram because I just felt I don't really need it, but I just saw that there are people there too that will not even come to Facebook, that will not even go to YouTube. So I want to always, I'm positioning myself to make sure that I am relevantly improving my skill in what other people are using. Growing like you. Until I see you then, go ahead and book the call and then send me a DM and I will respond to you. If you have any question for me, I will reply. Thank you. Bye from here. Love you all. Thank you for watching. I appreciate every one of you that at one point or the other you tune in and to even listen, even for 5 minutes, even if it's just a minute, just to give a like, just to give a love. I'm so grateful. I'm deeply grateful to you all. And I say, may God bless you, and God will make it happen for you big when it is your turn too. And I will be willing to support. Please reach out to me too. Thank you very much. Bye.